Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here at Peter Morganti, and we're at the Ballarat Turf Club, Pete.
Yep.
And it's Thursday lunchtime.
Just after, yeah.
And it's very quiet around Miners Rest today, Peter.
Quieter than yesterday.
Yes. Look, we do need to touch on what occurred yesterday with shock news of raids being made on the Darren Weir stable, and questions being asked and places being searched all over the state with racing. We've known Darren Weir for 20 odd years.
Or more, yep.
Had horses with him since he had 4 at stall, and in that time, you know, we've watched his career grow to the top man in town, and it came as, you know, totally out of the blue. You know, we'd heard a few little rumblings that, you know, things might have been going on, but there's a lot of gossip in this game, Pete.
Yeah, too, you want to believe, Darren, because there's plenty of rumour mongers out there, and
well, social media really does attack anyone these days, doesn't it? It really does come down harsh and makes it hard for people to be innocent to proven guilty.
Prejudice,
but look, at the end of the day, as far as we're concerned, we've got 11 horses in work, and we believe they'll be staying there whilst Darren Weir continues to train. He said it's business as usual. We've been very happy with the job he's done on our horses. Otherwise, we wouldn't have horses there.
And I think, and the condition of our horses.
Yeah, they've,
as well.
You know, and he's been very forthcoming to us all the way through on how our horses are going and where they're at, and when he thinks they can sort of finish in the top 3. And he's been pretty accurate. And I can honestly say I haven't seen anything untoward to do with our horses. No. I've been more than happy. I mean, probably the 2 best horses we've got in work at the moment are Social Spin and Yogi. And Social Spin's been flying, hasn't he? Been flying and, you know, racing well, sitting outside the leader and you know, winning. And he's always had a good opinion of him since the first day he put a saddle on him. And Yogi had a great prep last time, no fault of Weary's that he didn't get to the Melbourne Cup. But, you know, he won the Sandown Cup, and I think that was a great ride by Craig Williams on the day. So, and
even from the other perspective, the little filly like French Fizz. That,
French Fizz got her to win on Monday, and once again, it was just a great ride by Yendall, wasn't it?
And just happy for her to go out and spell to mature rather than race on and just be greedy and try and grab more money, you know.
So look, we've read all the allegations, we've read all the reports, and you know, I think it's fair to say, as far as we're concerned, it's business as usual for now. That's what they've said. There's no charges laid at this point. If and when that happens, I guess then we have to review the position going forward. But I know it's a tough time for owners who've got horses in the yard, and I'm sure it's a very, very tough time. I really feel sorry for all the staff that have got to deal with this on a day-in, day-out basis. You know, we've got horses in 14 or 15 stables, so you know, it's only part of our business. But,
and I think,
you know, guys like Brady Cross and, you know, the guys in the office, you know, it must be very difficult, and we feel for them, and we feel for all the workers on the team.
Some of the girls that you've known for 15 or 20 years, like Lee and Rachel, are just, you know, great.
Well, it's their second home, isn't it?
That's probably their first home in a lot of ways. And I think too, just it's a very complex situation. I mean, from an owner that we have that may only have an investment in one horse, you know, you can make up your own mind, but from a business point of view, it's, you know, if we have to move 32 horses potentially, it's very complex. You know, and it's not just going to happen overnight. Discussions have to be had. Let's hope it never even gets to that stage.
Well, at this stage, look, we'll just continue to monitor the situation, but you know, until charges are laid, if they're laid and when they're laid, I don't see that we should do anything. We'll just continue on, and hopefully we'll continue to get winners. And
as we read through last week's results, there's a couple there from the Weir stable, which were good results. So we'll go all the way back to Friday night. I went and watched Carraganair at Moonee Valley. Disappointing, probably fair to say, but we'll push on for one more start. Darren will head him back to the Valley, probably go down and grade, may claim on him, back and trip a little, and look, he's got to be really performing well there, otherwise Crossroads have been obtained.
Well, you know, the Hayes camp, we spoke to them during the week, and you know, they're in total agreement that the horse is certainly at the Crossroads. And they're just not sure whether, you know, it's a little bit tricky, this one, because it's a question of whether he's such a big gross horse, whether he's actually fit enough, or whether he's just not having a dip. So I don't think there'll be any excuses next run.
2 runs haven't been horrible. They've been teasing, but they just haven't been
He just hasn't hit the line, so that's a concern.
Yep. The Saturday, which was a great day, we obviously had Mr. Moneybags because of the barrier. He was scratched, but gee, you go to the city, and I think we might have, we're pumping the tyres up a little bit last ATB-TV, but to see Crack the Code and Social Spin get the job done was fantastic.
Well look, obviously, you know, we might have had $20 or $40 on the all up, but we didn't go hard because I've been in racing long enough to know that there's plenty of favourites get beat, Pete.
Yeah.
And for an operation like ours, to go to the races with 2 runners and expect them to both win, it happened once last year in July, I think, when Mr. Moneybags and Falago won, but gee, there's a lot of favourites get beat, and you always know when you're the favourite, you know, you're going to be the target, you're going to get no favours, you're probably going to be posted 3 wide as he was. But look, Crack the Code was great. Oliver just showed his class.
Absolute gem, I reckon.
Just showed his class.
He just knew that was going to happen. He just held it together.
3 wide, no cover, didn't panic. Just got into a lovely rhythm and just let it bowl along, and then on the corner as on straightening just went for her. In the run I was never really in doubt that she was going to win. I was shocked to see the second horse get so close. I think that second horse is a really good horse.
Kicked on well,
Come all the way down from the country up north. And I spoke to those owners afterwards and said, look, we got a good opinion to Crack the Code and you should be really proud of your horse. It gave us a hell of a fright, but all credit to Mick Price and Damien Oliver. Just 3 weeks between runs, 1100, around Caulfield for the first time. Like, she's had 3 runs in Melbourne now for 3 city wins on 3 different tracks.
And the 3 major tracks.
And now she gets to go at stakes class. So she's a lovely filly. I'm not sure if she's up to that grade, but we need to find out.
Well, she's not going to be in any better form, and obviously she's raced well at Caulfield, to home track. Let's go and see what happens.
So the owner's had a great day.
Yeah, I imagine.
Good on her.
Not a bad way to kick off. Race 1 and you've got the rest of the day to celebrate.
Well, we got the first one home, and then I suppose the pressure comes then on the second one, and then, you know, Social Spin comes out and starts sweating up in the yard. And
behind the gates.
$2 favourite, and you think to yourself, geez, I hate it when I see him sweating up pre-race. It was only 25 degrees. But once again, Johnny Allen, there was no instructions. It was just a matter of pop him out, find your spot, and hopefully attack the line. It's a pretty similar ride to Oliver's. Once again, I give him a big rap where he didn't panic. He was a little bit further back than what he wanted to be, and he sort of squirted him up a bit. Got him into striking distance, and then, well, he cruised away on the line, didn't he?
He carried between 5 to 10 kilos more than, or 5 to 9 I think it was, more than most of the horses, and 3 wide the trip, facing the breeze, and
60 kilos.
When he went, pushed the button, he put 2 on him quickly and then maintained.
Well, he's always a horse we've had a good opinion of. His sister was a good classy mare, La Passe.
Dual Group 2 winner,
Dual Group 2 winner when Michelle Payne rode her, and you know, so it stands to reason that he's a nice horse, and he'll step him up now into group class to find out if he's good enough to go to the Australian Guineas.
I love the turn of foot for such a big horse. It's the difference between those ones that can take the next step and can't. So,
well, I'm not sure if he's good enough for the Guineas, but it's nice to be in a position where we're actually going to go to a group race and find out.
I think Darren Weir's words, we might as well be following our dream, and that's what racing is. You know, when you get a horse that's...
Well, what's his record, Pete?
It's 4 wins from 9.
Unbelievable.
And you know, and I think a Blau's second. Might be a couple of seconds. I'm not sure of the prize money, but it'll be well over 300,000.
Yeah, well, he picked up 92 grand with the Vobis, so he's been fantastic, good fun. He's a lovely big horse.
Like I said, it's only 3-year-old.
And he's only 3, so anyway, he gets his chance later on.
And collected the $4.80 the double.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Good on you.
I was happy. Not a big double, but when it's your own horses, it's better.
It doesn't normally happen, but anyway, I was pleased it did.
And next day, just to keep things rolling,
down to Geelong.
I didn't know what kind of expectations I had going there. I knew this is French Fizz. I knew she was going to be roundabout. It's just whether she could finish the race off.
I suppose when you look at French Fizz, she went to Colac and ran second, Jack Hill rode her, and well, probably a touch unlucky. She just sort of might have got the front and just wandered around a bit.
Didn't know how to finish the race.
Still learning, and then we went down to one of my most unfavourite tracks.
Unfavourite.
And Mornington, and blinkers on, because everyone said she needed blinkers. She over-raced. The girl couldn't hold her, and she was gone on the corner.
She had nothing.
She got 5th, but she was well beaten. And then Darren said the blinkers need to come off and freshened her up, and we go to Geelong, which is strong enough. Geelong. I'm thinking, gee, this can't win a Colac. This is going to be hard.
A little bit of form races and trainers there. So.
But look, Yendall, super ride. We watched the first race and realised the fence wasn't the place to be, so just asked him to come 6 wide, and he actually said to me, if I come 6 wide and get beat, what happens? I said, well, it's not your fault, it'll be mine, I'll take responsibility.
No excuses for going.
And the rest of the day they all come down the centre. So we got away with that and picked up 40-something thousand, Pete, for winning at Geelong.
It's
amazing with the Vobers, isn't it?
And Vobers, Super Vobers Gold, I mean, it was 12 and 6.5, 18.5 on top of, no, more than that, it was 22.5 on top of 19.5. 42,000 for a Sunday maiden at Geelong.
I can remember, I'm that old, I can remember winning races in town on a Saturday and getting 18 grand.
I told the owners there was a reason why we were getting beaten in December.
We had to wait for the prize money
hike.
Anyway, we put her out. She ran Sunday and went home Tuesday, I think.
Yeah,
or Monday.
No, Monday.
Might have picked her up, but she looked tired when I got her home.
Yep.
Kept her in the yard overnight and she was just tired.
Big first prep.
Yeah, 6 starts and a win, 3 seconds. 4th and a 5th.
Yeah, and nearly 70 grand.
70 grand. So and look, looking at her, you'd think she'd grow and furnish out, and she's got a bright future, I reckon. Yep. And that sire epaulet's just starting to kick on a little bit.
And the mum, I was actually down filming the half sister this morning by Turfontaine.
Yep, we syndicated her last year.
Yep, but she's come along nice, but yeah, nice little family, and
well,
great result for all the women's racing ladies, and there was a noise down there, Darren, when she went past the post.
There was a big crowd, Pete. Yeah. Couldn't fit in the owner's room, had to take us to a special room. But one thing I'll say is, with those women's racing horses now, we've had 3, we've only got the 3, and they've all won.
Yep, and
a couple of them have got a good future.
I'm going to say they've potentially got a future to roll on.
They've got a good future. So
great
well
result.
done to all the ladies. It was a great day, and they did try their hardest to drink Geelong Race Club out of French fizz. There wasn't much fizzy stuff left by 4 o'clock, I can tell you.
Which is good.
We're at Geelong Trolls with Write Your Name the next day, and they said to me, next time she's in, can you let us know? We'll buy more champagne and we'll set up a bigger room.
Restock.
But I said, she's gone the paddock, and they looked a bit relieved, Pete.
Well, we'll be back later in the year. The other end of the spectrum, we had Omslord debuting, and obviously he's a horse that's going to take time and need a trip, but I think we said it was a bit of a pass mark considering all things considered. He finished, I think, 10th, 11th, beaten a long way. Yeah,
so he was in a 1700 metre first start. He's a out and out Dow stay. He'll be 2800 plus sort of horse.
Yep.
Kicked him off over 1700, and as you say, he passed a few in the straight. He looked magnificent in the yard. Robbie Griffiths trains him, and probably at start 3 or 4 over 2400 on a nice big flat track. He should be starting to make his presence felt.
Good comment was made by yourself and Rob. For a horse that was so new and inexperienced, he had to chase from about 900 metres out, and that's a big thing to do when you're looking at bums, and then you're probably not 100% sure what you're doing, and here you are, you've been livened up by the rider to try and finish off. So,
well, they were so far back because they went so hard, and
he wouldn't have seen the lure.
When you run up the back straight there, it's a big hill, so most horses only can go 300 or 400, and he's had to go 800 plus up a hill, plus not knowing what he's doing, and first up when he's vulnerable, so it's probably not ideal.
I think Robbie said not often do you see those type of races spread out so far.
No, it was crazy.
Yeah. Where am I? One more runner, Think Babe. I think we might have...
That was Monday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sandown?
Intimated that he was going to improve when he got to 14. He certainly did that, just beaten by a better one. He just missed second, but...
Yeah, 1400. I thought Johnny Allen rode him well. I thought he went well. Really hit the line good, didn't he? And just crying out for a mile, I thought.
His head carriage was good again, and you could tell he was trying.
Yeah, and he's a horse that's had problems, so I noticed he's nom for a 14. I'm not sure if they're going to go that way or they're going to find a 1600.
I think it was the Vobers Gold bit that just to have a look maybe. But
I'm not sure, but we'll come back to you on that. We're not sure what he's doing, and probably today's not the right day to be ringing the stable.
No, I'm not calling you either.
Give him a few days to recover, get things back to normal, eh?
But he's racing well, Think Babe, for sure.
So that was our week?
That was our week, so great week. 3 winners from 6 runners. We'll take a 50% strike rate.
Doesn't happen, Pete, doesn't happen.
No, so no, all good there. Going forward, we know of 4 runners. 4
We're off today, aren't we?
Accepted runners, 2 today. So We've got Werribee, where Safety Dance, drawn a little wide, but getting out of the 1600. Werribee, obviously,
we don't
probably not a favourite.
We
track.
don't like it.
I don't think it's not a run-on type track.
No, it's a circle.
Jason Maskeel up.
20 to 1.
It is 20s.
20 to 1.
Yeah. Look, just out to the trip.
Gonna need the run.
Yeah.
You just want to see him hitting the line, don't you?
Yeah.
Like if he ran in the top 6, beating no more than 3 lengths, I think we'd say he's on target to win in his next couple of starts.
He's a good gate horse, so I just hope they maybe, and this will help his fitness going forward. If he jumps well, try and positive, even if he's 3 wide with cover.
Did the Hayes camp give you a push?
I actually haven't, with all the hoo-ah of the last 48 hours.
Haven't let off the phone, have we?
No. So, look, as long as he's running well and run through the line.
Yep.
Tonight, St Jackal, probably the same situation with her.
I'm going to try and get to, where am I going? Pakenham?
Pakenham.
At 7:30, Pete.
Is it 7:30? So you're going to fly, because you won't go through the traffic.
I've got to go through the traffic. That's why I've got to hurry up and get going.
Where's the helicopter?
Oh, mate, I'm not... Anyway, look, I just got to go. She's, she pulled a shoe last time and ran barefoot. And then once I gave her a bit of work, she was sore again, so backed off her, got her ready again, and we just needed to run probably in the first half, and just show us that she's over that.
This is and we've mentioned it before, this mile race at Pakenham. You don't know how the race is going to be run
I can tell you how it's going to be run.
Well,
they're going to go slow.
Yeah, so,
slow and sprint, that's what they'll do.
Yeah, so anyway.
So hopefully, if they go slow and then sprint the last 400, she wouldn't want to be too far back.
She's drawn
on the
6.
corner.
Drawn 6.
So, and who's riding her?
Benny Allen, which is a good engagement.
Yep. So hopefully he's got us somewhere around 4th or 5th in the run.
Yeah.
And then if she can even just hold that or pass a couple, just to show us that when she gets to 2000, she's ready.
Great haul. Great track for potential stars.
Beautiful give in it.
Yeah.
I doubt a horse would ever jar up on that track.
No, for sure. Saturday, a couple of runners.
You're going to have a busy day, Pete.
I'm going to do the bookends here. I think it's about race 1 at Kyneton with here to Fox, and I'll just go down the highway to see Mr. Moneybags at Caulfield.
Right.
So,
have we got blinkers off, Pete?
Look again.
I hope they took them off.
With here to Fox, it was pretty well. That was what was going to happen.
We better look at that.
Yeah, like again, I might just have a look from afar and then give Simon a call. Look, she was disappointing last time, but hopefully that's the reason why. And if she runs up to a waddle run,
she'll win.
She'll go very close.
All right.
Jared Lawrencini on, which is no disadvantage.
No,
we like
good
Jared.
job on a Saturday.
Yep. Mr. Moneybags, obviously.
Well, you've backed it.
I'll tell you, I'm going to take Robbie Griffiths to the casino and just bet on 12, 13, 14 on the roulette table all night. That's all he draws.
What did we draw?
12, 13. Oh, I think we drew 12.
Yeah, well, we scratched last week. We've got 13. But we're back to an 84, Pete. He opened up 320, bang, straight into 280.
That's a sign. I like the early money, Darren.
Well, I guess...
Not when I miss out.
Well, they probably mean... what's it mean? It means that he's well in at the weights, he's well in the class.
That race he raced, was scratched from.
Couldn't have won that.
Manalo should have won it, and that's the form line.
Yeah.
Holborn ran well. All that form around him has held up.
Well, the horse that ran second to him beat Think Babe on Monday.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So that form's good. He should be winning with luck. It's just the gate that leaves you a little bit vulnerable. But, that's up to Peter Ellis and Joy McNeil and Robbie Griffiths to sort it out. But we need to be winning this race. If we think we're going to the All-Star Mile, we need to be winning. Yeah. So, one, we can get some more votes because we've dropped from 3rd to 4th.
Yeah, we're back 20 odd votes behind. Obviously there's been a push from those couple of rounders.
Mossendale, isn't it?
I mean, Mossendale, and the other thing, they've got some people that can get connected. Obviously we had a big campaign last week. This might help us.
Well, we need to be winning, and then we need to be running some sort of promotion to get him into the All-Star Mile. Yeah. But if he doesn't make the field, well, I'm sure there's another mile race somewhere.
Yeah. No, let's hope he wins.
If you want to back him in the All-Star Mile, you can get $100.
100 to 1.
Now, I reckon if he wins on Saturday, I don't think he'll be 100 to 1.
No, so if you're going to get it, grab it now.
Because obviously the Autumn Sun's not going to run.
That's the word.
And I'm not sure of, and when you go through the top 10, there's, apart from the Autumn Sun, would Mr. Moneybags, he'd be one of the higher rated horses in the top 10 at the minute? I know that. Is it Extra Brood?
Extra
Brood, a few of them.
And for a title, but I mean, they're only rated as 3-year-olds.
But aren't they stayers? Or middle distance horses?
Well, Extra Brood kicks off this week. From a point of view of fitness,
We're hard and
a
fit.
4-year-old compared to 3-year-olds.
And we're looking at a mile being our max in pet distance, where they're looking at 2,000 later, aren't they?
Yeah. That's not definitely not their grand finals, but it's a race that they can get into along the way.
Yeah, so I think we'll be one of the. 100 to 1's ridiculous.
Well, Urban Ruler and Man of His Word, we're easily with them or above them.
So I would have thought that on race day they throw in the 4 wild cards. They'll probably be the 4 favourites, and I would think we'll be somewhere around $21 to $26.
Yeah, 25, 26.
So if you want to take the 101, vote up.
Yep, or find someone who's going to back top 6 or something like the Melbourne Cup. I don't know. Go and ask your buddy corporate, then you might, throw 10 to 1 at you. But it'd be just great to get a little bit of free advertisement with a win.
We need it.
Advertising, not advertisement. Whitemore Sale, you're saying that he'd probably be scratched.
We're not going to run from 14. He's known for a couple of other tracks, so we'll just wait and see.
Jamie Carr on too, that would have been great.
Yeah, Jamie will be hopefully riding it wherever we go.
Beautiful. Well, he's beaten on for Sandown and Ararat. That's the dual day.
On Wednesday?
Both on. Robbie will pick the right race, as long as he draws a gate. Tuesday, the day before, we've got Mr. C and Captain Harry, same race.
Going to Warrnambool.
Yeah, benchmark 64.14, both second up. I'd expect Captain Harry to be running real well in that.
I'd expect both horses to run well.
Yeah. Yep, both ran okay first up.
And that's about all we've got.
That's all I know, mate.
That's all we've got.
That's all I know.
Alright, well there's a couple of nice chances there, so hopefully the good luck can continue.
Yeah, up to 22 winners or something.
23 I thought.
23, got rid of that bridesmaid dress.
Yes, I want to send out a cheerio to Wendy Penfold. Social Spin won on Saturday, and we were so excited with all the owners and the interviews and then the post-celebration drinks in the winners' room that I didn't notice until the end that Des and Wendy weren't down there, because I'd seen them earlier. And it only came to light at the end of the day that on the way, they'd watched the race in the grandstand, and as they were coming down, Wendy's fell and broke her wrist and broke her hip, and had to go into hospital in the back of an ambulance and was operated on. So probably good that the horse won, but very unfortunate what happened to her. So you've got our best. We're sorry that happened, but and I know the next day you're in French Fizz and it won. So you've probably missed celebrating 2 wins. And they go to every race, Pete.
Oh no, they don't miss it.
They go to every race and they've missed 2. Well, they saw the horse win.
Couldn't celebrate it. No.
Yeah, so
Des sent me a text and said, I think prior to the operation, Wendy was able to watch the race. She had a big smile on her face.
They delayed the operation, Pete.
So that was a great result.
Yeah, she refused to load.
She didn't.
Couldn't get her in the barrier until after the race.
Best of luck with the recovery.
Yeah, we'll see you back at the races soon, Wendy and Des.
Yep.
All right, we're going to call it a wrap there. Until next week, please, if you haven't voted for Mr. Moneybags, do so. And if you want to have something on him in All-Star Mole, do it before the weekend, I suggest.
Go the bagger.
Until next week, I'm Darren Dance with Peter Morganti.